Hello everyone, welcome back to a brand new video. Today it's the start of a new series that we are starting here today. F125 Driver Career. We are driving for Haas, teamed up with Oliver Bearman, and let's see how this is gonna go. It's time for qualifying, and let's see how much speed this Haas has. We looked pretty good in practice, and now our qualifying laps underway. Let's see how we do. Not the best straight line speed. It doesn't seem too good in the first few corners. Norris currently on pole. Alright, we made a great gains in these first few in the last few corners, then got loose, lost a whole bunch of it back. The game's lag is costing us a lot of speed. Let's see what we can do. Oh my. Let's just retire. Like, it's not gonna go much better anymore. That car. This is not gonna be a good start to the first race of our career with a big mistake here in qualifying.
With qualifying complete, all that remains now is the main event. We'll be live and uninterrupted for the Grand Prix tomorrow, so make sure you join us then.
Oliver Bearman didn't do much better either. I felt like we probably let that one get away. Could have been somewhere around where Hulkenberg is, but horrible at qualifying for Antonelli and George Russell, way not even into the top 10. Yikes. Lando Norris, Leclerc, Verstappen, and a lot of the usual names in top 6.
The winter is over. It's time for Formula One 2025. Yes, that long break that you've all been coping with so well can now be put to the back of your minds. It's on-track action and it's off-track drama. That's what we're looking forward to. The Melbourne circuit is certainly one that needs to... So with the race not far away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Lando Norris put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he'll start from pole position. And it's Charles Leclerc in P2. Considering the rest of the grid, we have Verstappen, Tsunoda, Oscar Piastri, and Hamilton. Lawson, Sainz, Fernando Alonso, and Gabriel Bortoleto. Russell, Hadjar, Alex Albon, and Hulkenberg. Antonelli, Stroll, Pierre Gasly, and Ollie Ben. Mayer, Jackson, Doohan, and Sparkles. Now it's almost time for lights out, so let's go down to the track. And alongside me in the commentary box today, former racing driver herself, Naomi Schiff. As much as I like testing, and I do love testing, and I've really...
Alright, everything...
The grid's not what we're aiming for. See if you can make up a few places at the start.
Everything comes down to this. It's the start of our season. And, let's take a look at the strategy over here. Alright, I like this strategy. Hards to softs. Let's do that one. And it's time to go racing for the first race of our career. And it's lights out, and away we go. We got a pretty decent start. Gonna get to the inside of a few cars right here. Gonna brake pretty early. And Kimi Antonelli did not give us much room. We're side by side with our teammate. And then we get put in the wall. I'm not. side by side with our teammate. And not what we want to do at the very beginning of our career with our teammate Oliver Bearman. And making contact on the first lap. But good start for us. We're already up 5 spots from where we started and at the back of the grid. But here comes Bearman with the run on the inside. He's going to get clear of us. He looks like he has a lot more pace at the moment, but with the medium tires. But we're just going to try and get these tires to warm up.
The start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
And pull away from the guys behind. This car is rotating very well. I don't feel much oversteer, and it seems very good right now. Just got hit my marks and close in on Bearman, our teammate, and let's see what he can do. We hit the wall just a bit once again, and there's a yellow flag for I don't really have much of a clue, and we're around. Alright, so what was the yellow even for? It was probably behind us, right? Yeah, what's the yellow even for? Alright, we're past our teammate. Who is out? I didn't really... Hulkenberg is out of the session. Not sure what happened to him.
Green flag.
Did he blow up? Was there contact? Unsure. Didn't really have much of a chance to look at him as we were in the middle of a corner and passing cars. But if this is going to be a great teammate battle with Bearman, who's right behind us, throughout the entire season. We have pretty equal pace. And we made a massive mistake. Had a lot of oversteer in the car, and we hit the brakes way too early. Bro, we almost just broke our wing. We barely touched the rear end of Gasly. But we are closing in on these guys. It looks like Isaac Hadjar is kind of holding the guys in front of us up. And it's a DRS train right now. And we just dive it down the inside and we get clear. And it looks like they have removed the car of Nico Hulkenberg. I was a bit worried. I saw him there. I thought there would be a good chance of a safety car happening. And now Kimi Antonelli up next with Isaac Hadjar still right in front. Alright, we gotta slow down early because it was a very blind corner to the braking zone with the 2 cars in front of us.
Ahead, please. 2.2 seconds.
Alright, we're gaining on Bortoleto. It was 2.2 seconds just a little bit ago. We've closed in as I started pushing. Yep, we are faster than him. Big mistake. We just lost a lot of time right there. We had to make a big correction as we got very loose over the curb and lost a good amount of time right there. And this is not what they want to see, as Verstappen is kind of gone. How did that happen? How did Tsunoda I did not, like, did we hook ourselves or did he hook us? I don't really understand how that happened. But we're gonna box this lap.
Pitting this lap then. Come into the pits at the end of this lap.
And we're gonna help our engine supplier out, as it looks like Leclerc is gonna try and pass the Red Bull of Yuki Tsunoda. Great.
Ollie in the pits now.
Oh, we're gonna have a double stack. Bro, what are you doing, Ollie, bro? Now we're right in front of this mayor guy.
No more scheduled pit stops. Let's go.
Great. We have to make up all the ground we just made up from the start of the race. Unbelievable. Like, Haas just needs to get their stuff together, man.
We had an issue removing the right front wheel. I know it's not ideal, but let's try and put it behind us now
The
and get
issue
back
was
into
the
this
right
race.
front. And Behrman, that cost him even more time. He's gonna finish somewhere in last. Like, our team just completely screwed ourselves over. Like, I didn't know what they were expecting with pitting Behrman right behind us when he was about 1 second behind us entering the pit lane. We did not have enough time for that. Leclerc with the fastest lap. Alright, let's get Stroll. Alright, we got him. If we could get the 16 and get P16 Aiden Jackson right here, that would be great. I don't think we can, but into the next corner. Oh, we have the good DRS. Alright, that's fine. Alright, you know what? That did not really help. Alright, why are you trying to block our run? Alright, and we keep the momentum going. And we still gotta go and catch Isaac Hadjar.
Okay, mate. Lap times are a little erratic at the moment.
Now, if we... Antonelli, 7.5 seconds. And now we can finally catch Bortoleto. We were catching him right there before we made some mistakes. And then the pit cycle happened. And then we had to drive up and pass all these other cars again. But the speed is very I'm very optimistic for how our Haas team can do throughout the season. Alright, DRS activated. Final lap of the Grand Prix. Verstappen with a sizable lead.
Final lap.
Doesn't look like anyone will get to him. But can it be a P13 in our first career race? And one thing for sure is points will have to wait another round in the season. But when will the pass be made? The long straightaway here will be a great opportunity to get the overtake done. The DRS. That was not even like why is my car so bad? My car just turns too good. Like that sounds like a good thing, but over here it's not. And Verstappen will take the top step of the podium, try and become a 5-time world champion. And we hit the wall once again, but now we're gonna have one last chance to make the pass right here. And it doesn't look like we will get Bortoleto, as rookies finish 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. We come home in P14 in the Haas. A lot to be happy about for the first race for us. But it's also not exactly how we planned it to go, but we get driver of the day
It's another
because of
victory, and
all the
it's
spots we had to
another
make
race
up.
from
We
Verstappen.
overtook
And to get a victory at the first
more than
race of
10
the
cars
season,
all
this might
this
be
day.
a sign of things to come. One thing's for sure is that this performance will be giving the team and the driver relief and confidence going into the rest of the season.
It looks like McLaren did get onto the podium.
Time for that special moment for our special three today. The podium awaits our top three finishers. One of the all-time greats celebrates yet again. It's another podium, it's another top step for Max Verstappen.
Here's the podium celebrations. Lando Norris comes home P3 after looking like he could have the win.
Well, what an end to another fantastic weekend of racing. Thanks to everyone who joined us, and we'll see you for the next one.
So here are the final results of the guys that got into the top 10 positions. The guys that we have to worry about in the points, constructors, it's looking like we're going to have to worry about the Racing Bulls that got 1 point scored, and Fernando Alonso. Aston Martin got 2 points scored, which isn't much, but I hope you all enjoyed this video. That was a lot of fun racing around Australia here in Grant Park, and I hope you enjoyed the new series as based on your guys' support. We will be doing a lot more F1. So I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you in the next one.